Check one. Check one, two. A check a one, a two, a three. One and a two. Oh, I hope the audio sounds okay. How is everybody doing today? It's your boy Joseph Thunderman, the creative tech. Not the creative tech, just another creative tech, like the rest of you, right? Yeah. What is a creative tech? I don't know. I know what I think a creative tech is. In my little world, I am a creative tech. And I want to get others to be creative techs as well. And if you're a creative tech, you're basically saying you're a warrior in the workforce. And why are we warriors and why do we need to be so, I guess, aggressive? I guess it's not about being aggressive. It's more along the lines of just knowing with confidence where you're going and how to use technology as a tool to get there, to get to that desired state. You know, my desired state is a beautiful beachfront house that you walk out the back, down the steps off the back door, and you go down, you hit sand, and then 100 yards from there, there's the water. Salty, beautiful, ocean smell every day, windows open. And I want it to be a modern place. I want it to be a place that you come to, and it's just like, it's nice. You walk in, the lights just come on. You say, play some music, and music starts playing. The fireplace lights up. Like, yeah, when I go to work, I want to walk in and set my laptop down, open it up, and my work's right there in front of me, all laid out, and I can get to grinding on the things I love to do. When I talk about the desired state, a creative tech knows what the desired state, and we know how to get there. We know what it takes to get us there. And we know we can't do it alone. We don't want to do it alone. If you want to have a more fulfilling career, more fulfilling relationships, deeper meaning, and just like crazy, amazing sex with your partner, and building amazing, huge, monumental things with your teams, like that's what I want to do. And a lot of us think, well, I know what I want. I know where I want to be, and I know what state I want to be in. Make it happen. That's as easy as it was. There wouldn't be shit like happened yesterday. And I don't want to talk about it. It makes me sick to my stomach. You don't like a person's perspective. And I would be right there with you, like, what the hell? That's disgusting. But what was happened yesterday takes everything he's ever done or said, or no matter how disgraceful or how one-sided or just dismissive of a whole group. What happened yesterday was disgusting. And the world I want to live in, the desired state I want to be in, is one that doesn't, you don't even have to stress about shit like that. Unfortunately, we have a long ways to get there, and everybody thinks they know what the best answer is for whatever is. And yeah, for me, I'm going to keep on building and grinding like I've been doing. All right. So what is this shnazberries taste like shnazberries? Nobody else here has seen Super Troopers? Really? I fucking love that movie. Uh, Definitely had my fair share of substances when I was younger. And that movie just really makes me happy. What the fuck is that? Doesn't sound good, whatever it was. All right. I'm here at the studio today doing my thing. And I thought I'd jump on here and see this different setup I'm wanting to do here. Usually I'm in this space, we call this the training room at the studio. When you come in, we have enough space to You really can't tell based off of this. Here, let's do this little number. I did this last week, or maybe that was earlier this week. I don't remember. But this is a cool way to show things. Whoop, don't do that. Go to settings. We'll switch the camera on over here. So here, this is my view. Yep, the crazy window. I'm standing here looking at that camera. This is wild. So you should be able to see what's on my screen. Or yeah. So I'm looking at that camera. I got my monitor right there next to it, so I can see what I'm doing. Big old key light there. Another light up there, lighting me up nice and bright. Got my little workstation here. Boop, boop, boop. Yep. So back here's the training room. So if you ever want to come and get some training done, this is where we would like you to come and have a seat. Not sure why the tables are in this configuration. We have some more tables over here. So obviously we can fit more people if we have to. And if you want to come in and have some training, bring the team in here and do a workshop, well, that's exactly what we are prepping for right meow. Yeah. I told you I love Super Troopers. Meow, didn't I? All right. Oh, and what's with the projector playing music videos behind me? Well, I wanted to see how well, or is it distracting? And also, what I was thinking was, how cool would it be if I were to put myself up on the wall so that way you guys can see what's going on back there. And then if I make this, because you should be able to, boosh. So this is a weird situation. You can see the lag in the video behind me. Anyway, all kinds of crazy stuff we can do with this setup. And like, let's say I wanted to have a Word document up and I wanted to make the letters really big so where you guys could even maybe even read it where you are. Wow, won't let me go any zoomed in more than that, huh? What if I was to make the letters super duper big? I would love to have. Can you even read that on the screen? Oh my God, you can. Ain't that some shit? Okay, it's almost 1:30. I need to get ready for my meeting. And right now, what I want to do, let's go look at this virtual machine right here, which I really hope is running. Oh, well, I guess I can't connect to anything if I'm not on the VPN. Is this going to mess up my stream? Unable to connect a remote PC. No shit. Try it now that we're on the VPN. Oop, look at that. And like magic, we are now in the Windows machine. This is the best time to stream too because people should be working right now. It's almost 1:30. All right, now that I'm on the machine, Okay, so we have all the jobs laid out. We're moving the archives over now. I need to, yeah, we need to shut this down. Don't need people coming through to mess with my show ride. Whee! That weird guy way back there. I'm a goofball. I can be sometimes. All right, so I only have a one camera set up right now. Don't really need more than that for what I'm doing right now. A lot of what I'm doing right now is just cleaning up for the most part, getting this stuff situated because I do want to come to the studio. I'll be streaming this weekend and I want to work on my workshop because we have some serious workshops to do here soon. I also have to work on preparing Navicore to start up because as a consultancy only company, as I go into just basically just telling people what to do in a way that excites them. Apparently, that's the thing. Yeah, I am ridding myself of all the liabilities and all the headaches of managing the tech stack. That is going somewhere else, and it's going to get properly. We're going to properly pay this other company to do it, and I'm going to get fairly compensated. This is this has been a long time coming as far as reshaping the way the business is done. I want to work in technology, but more so, I want to work with how people adopt that technology. So instead of being a provider of IT services, now I'm going to help people manage their owned technology and their tech stack, and to put together a tech plan for them to own and for me to manage. And hopefully, at some point, you know, it's going so well that they can actually hire their own technology person, and that person will get trained on that tech plan and eventually become the one managing the tech plan. I'll always have a place with every tech plan that I implement because I'm the one that developed it, and because I understand where it is, and I'm involved with technology and where it's going. I'm the one that's always going to be updating that tech plan, and I've done it in a way to where all my clients have the same tech plan. So if I can start hiring what I call creative techs to manage tech plans and to understand what a modern workforce advantage is and to be the one embodying and empowering companies with that advantage, that's who I am. That's what I'm doing. It's a part of who I am and what I'm doing. Really, what I want to do is get back on stage and throw the fuck down. Been listening to some of our old music. My boy Brad Epling passed away here recently, back in July. Rob Chandler, our drummer, passed away years ago. Um, the three of us were really the main ones. We used to jam constantly. I'd play guitar, Brad would play bass, and Rob would play drums. Before we even had a vocalist, we were jamming, and it was, yeah, when we decided to bring in an actual let Brad play guitar, bring in a bass player. We went through three bass players, I think: Mark Harp, Gucci Man, and then Drew. No, four, because we had Drew, and then we ended up with that. Can't remember his name. He was a nice guy, but he was more friends with Jamie. Bigger guy, strong, stocky guy, but he wasn't all there. I can't remember his name. Great bass player. Great bass player. Just wasn't the brightest bulb from what I remember. Okay, let's see if this session is off to the races.
Hey, Joseph.
Hey, boss. Was we meeting today?
Well, our meeting was scheduled, but we've been kind of lax on that, and I have to go to the dentist. I had a crown put on this morning, and it fell off.
Oh no, that's painful. I've had that happen before.
So I'm gonna go. Doesn't hurt too bad right now,
Well, not
actually.
until you get some air on it or do something
Right.
cold on. Yeah, then you're gonna go through the floor. No, deal with your thing. I'm going to let you know right now. I have been going through the archive folder trying to get everything aligned. I have everything synced. I just haven't started moving things over yet.
Okay.
This month is just really bad, just because of the Navicore thing
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
And I got to get with you. I want to. I think what I want to do is just transfer all servers over to 3Z environment. Cost won't change anything to you, but we got to align that with Dell and yada yada yada. So I want to get that planned.
Okay.
It won't. It's probably not going to happen this month, but I need it to happen sooner than later. So let's make sure next week we stay. I'll be on the call on time next week. You have a good week and go take care of your teeth.
All right. Thanks. I'll talk to you soon.
Yep. Thanks,
All right.
boss.
Bye.
Bye. All right, that clears that off. So, and I gotta get that caught up. And I know you're thinking, well, why aren't you doing all that work instead of playing with this shit, Joe? Well, this only took me 20, 30 minutes tops to set up, and I'm working while I'm doing this, and I was doing it during a session. So back off. This is the fabric I talk about in my coaching. You know, obviously, depending on how much stuff I have going on, like I do have some videos I need to record this weekend. I need to get prepared for the launch of Navicore. So you have to take care of your day to day while you're working on yourself, while you're still present for your family, while you're still present to those you support. Like you always have to be. This is why I always talk about being reactive is such a negative thing. Shooting from the hip, not having a plan. You can feel, you just feel the tension and the unease of not knowing. Because even if you plan something, it's not going to go the way you record it. It's not going to go according to plan. This is why people stop planning. What's the point? But when you have a plan and a matter happens, knowing where you're going, knowing what that desired state is you're going for, some tries to sideswipe it. It makes it easier to handle that matter if you know where you're going. If you're just going aimless everywhere and that matter happens, that matter is going to drag you in whatever direction. You're not saying, well, I'm going this way. You just swap me. And now it's stopping me from going this way. And I got to get back on track to that way. When you don't have a plan or you don't have a desired state you're going towards, just going through life aimlessly, a matter will happen. It's just going to take you wherever. You're not going to know how to deal with it because you don't have a direction you're going in. So you're going to allow that matter to take you in a direction. And then another matter happens and it takes you in this direction. And then you're like, my life's out of my control. Everything's all over the place. Yeah, no shit. The very beginning of all of this, whether it's you as an individual, your household, or a company, doesn't matter, or a group of companies, what's within your control? Own that. Those are your objectives. The things that are not in your control, those are matters. Those things are going to happen. Something's going to break. Somebody's going to get sick and quit. Something's going to happen out of your control that doesn't go according to plan. And when it does, take a deep breath and be happy that you have a place you're trying to get to, because that's a gift in itself. And handle the matter with as much compassion and care as you can. What time is given to you with your current state. I really want to help others not be so stressed because I was there. I've been there and I don't want to be there again. All right. I have a 2 o'clock coming in here. Miss Alicia Miller from the IRS. Let me go see. What does she do exactly? Alicia, what do you do for the IRS? Shimon Ron completed 18 years. 18 years at Fifth Third Bank. Damn, Scott's been here for 35 years. Woo! Don't do that. Well, that's interesting. Highly referred strategist, internal management consultant, and leader with more than 15 years of experience driving change in business results through partnerships, organizational development, use of analytics, AI, applied behavioral insights, and process technology modernization. With extensive engagement with senior executive teams, I've led several strategic initiatives to diagnose organizational performance needs, opportunities, and lead change globally and within a large complexity. Okay, this is a lot. Let's do this. She founded a global network on behavioral insights, growing participation to 30 plus countries, led events, and coordinated international conference. Wow. She's got quite the resume here. She's gonna be asking herself, "What the fuck did I get myself into? This guy's nuts." Yes, sir.
Oh,
No. I'm preparing for my 2 o'clock.
I have talked to 3 API developer companies.
Okay.
About this e-manage integration.
Cool.
They all came back with pretty high price tags,
Absolutely.
partially, I think, driven because they're like HubSpot certified. So they're kind of coming from the HubSpot.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's tremendous value there. So that price tag, I mean, you go somewhere else, you're gonna pay more in pain doing it than you would with the value of them coming in and just getting it done right. If that makes sense. But
Well, it does, but I'm not going to pay for that at all.
where we have a price tag, so I understand what we're saying is way too high.
Well, 18 grand.
So if we needed a vehicle to get our guys to and from a $30,000 or $50,000 vehicle to get our guys to and from a job site every day, that's part of our job. We have to get there and back. So we want a reliable vehicle. We're not going to go out and spend $5,000 on a beater. We're going to get a decent vehicle. This is a vehicle. That price to me doesn't sound bad at all. If it's building an internal vehicle to manage all of this. So I think we can sell the price tag, but what's your question to me? Like,
Well, the question is, Scott would
options?
like to explore Plan B that's not $18,000.
Well, and that's what I'm trying to say is everybody wanting to push a button, there's a quick fix. Oh, this app will fix our problem, or we'll get this API and we're just going to be off to the races running. These guys can't even get 2 documents filled out, let alone there's no easy button. They have to learn to work as a team and do things effectively. So, yeah.
I mean, there are freelance API developers.
Absolutely.
So you don't have any connections to anybody, you don't know of anybody that you would bring in to
I
offset? price
Scott's
comparison?
very well aware of it. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Even having this conversation seems like duplicate efforts. Or I would say quadruple efforts, because this is like the 4th person I've talked to about
Scott's
this.
very
exact-
aware of what,
The options that I've provided him for this.
for API development?
Yep. If you'd like to schedule a call with him, I'd happy to do that. So that way, I mean, I'm happy to sit in with you guys to help refresh him if he doesn't remember.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right. Let's do the